Hello, our article today is called Facebook Can Tell You If a Person is Worth Hiring by Kashmir Hill. First, we're going to look at some vocabulary. Our first word is red flags, which means potential problems. Then we have the word bad-mouthing, which is to say something bad about another person behind his or her back. Checking out means to investigate. Form impressions means to form ideas about someone or something. Solely means only. Extroversion is outgoing, to get energy from being around other people. Agreeableness is to get along easily with others, and to flip out is to get very upset and out of control. This is a slang term. Next we have another slang term, to kiss up. Means to do something for a boss or to be favorable. Guinea pigs are subjects in an experiment. Folks are people. Vague means not clear. Mood swings are moods that go quickly from happy to sad to upset. And extroverted is outgoing. Stalk means to track or observe a person. And bummers are people who are loafers or failures. Now I'm going to read through the article for you. Facebook Can Tell You If a Person is Worth Hiring, an article by Kashmir Hill. Don Klumper of Northern Illinois University helped conduct a study that suggests a person's Facebook page can predict job performance and academic success. Employers already know it's a good idea to check job candidates' Facebook pages to make sure there aren't any horrible red flags there. The reddest flags for most employers seem to be drugs, drinking, bad-mouthing former employers, and lying about one's qualifications. There's another good reason for checking out a candidate's Facebook page before inviting them in for an interview. It may be a fairly accurate reflection of how good they'll be at the job. That's the conclusion in a study published in the Journal of Applied Social Psychology last month. The researchers hired HR types to rate hundreds of college students' Facebook pages according to how employable they seemed. We asked them to form impressions of a candidate based solely on their Facebook page, says one of the study's authors, Don Klumper of Northern Illinois University. This involved looking at what was publicly available on those pages, photos, status updates, and conversations with friends, and then assigning each person a score for a number of qualities important to being a good employee, such as their degree of emotional stability, conscientiousness, extroversion, intellectual curiosity, and agreeableness. In other words, will they flip out on you, care about completing tasks, be fun to work with, be creative in problem solving, and be willing to kiss up when necessary? The review took about 5 to 10 minutes per profile. 6 months later, the researchers got in touch with their guinea pigs' employers to ask about their job performances. Unfortunately, of the over 500 guinea pigs, just 56 of the employers responded. So the sample is small, but the researchers found a strong correlation between those employers' reviews and the employability predictions they had made based on the folks' profile pages. I asked Klumper about the personality red flags that their reviewers looked for. He was a little vague, but said that a person with obvious mood swings who is overly emotional in their postings would not be an attractive candidate. Meanwhile, a person with a lot of Facebook friends who takes a lot of crazy photos would be rated as extroverted and friendly, which are attractive qualities in a candidate. Key takeaway for hiring employers: the Facebook page is the first interview. If you don't like a person there, you probably won't like working with them. The bad news for employers, though, who are hoping to take the Facebook shortcut: so many more profiles are restricted in what the public can access, says Klumper. Given the small sample size for that first study, I was more impressed by the second. In the second study, the researchers did a similar assessment of students' Facebook selves and also had the students take personality and IQ tests. Then, instead of following up with employers, they turned to students' transcripts. We were able to better predict a student's academic success based on their Facebook page than on the cognitive tests, said Klumper. Most universities claim they don't stalk applicants on social networking sites during the admissions process. Maybe they should. Of course, there are some legal questions to think about before jumping into someone's Facebook page. Employers can discriminate against potential employees who seem like bummers based on their wall postings and interests, but will get into trouble if what the Facebook user has said about their religious views affects the hiring process. Thank you for listening.